Hey guys, here's part 4 in the Noah Presgrove case, and now I'm going to talk about some theories that people have regarding exactly what happened to him. Many people in that area and many people in his family believe he was beaten to death. Now they don't know if it was planned or premeditated or if maybe just a fight went too far, but many people do think he was dumped on that highway. And I feel like that too. If he was killed right there on that highway, there would have been more blood, absolutely 100%. The autopsy shows that he had lost blood. There wasn't a whole lot of blood on the highway. Lots of people have been looking at Noah's so-called best friends, the friends he was hanging out with that night, and wonder if they really don't know what happened to Noah. You question them when they say they have no clue how he died. And their stories keep changing. They all claim they never would or could hurt Noah. Last year, allegedly, Jack told a friend that he guessed everyone at the party could be lying, but that he does not see that happening. He said that they were Noah's closest friends and that if everyone was lying about something, he didn't feel like they would be so willing to cooperate with authorities. But are they really cooperating with authorities? That's the question. I've been told, and all of this is alleged, okay, can't confirm it, but I've been told the authorities, the investigators were supposed to look at some of their phones, or several of their phones, but several of them had deleted and restarted their phones, like done a restart. You know how you can do that, wipe everything out. And I was also told that some of the teenagers gave their mother's phone to authorities. Again, this can't be confirmed, but I feel like there's some truth in all of these stories, or what some people call rumors. I just do. That's my opinion, allegedly, my opinion. Jack has also said he's torn by Noah being hit in the back of the head by a passing truck mirror or falling/being pushed from a truck. Now let's talk real quick about these Texas boys you might have heard about. There were several boys at the party who Noah and his friends called the Texas boys. They weren't well known by all the people there. I've heard they were kin to one of the girls that were at the party. He said he's 50-50 torn between it was a semi that killed Noah or the Texas boys killed him. He said he wondered if Noah might have asked them for a ride, but he also went back and said, well, if something did happen with them, it would have been accidental. He did say, though, he couldn't see any kids accidentally killing somebody and then not calling for help. Well, I couldn't either, but I don't know that this was accidental. I'm not sure. Jack has consistently said he didn't believe anybody had reason to kill Noah or to cover up his death. He said that the Texas boys were good kids too, and that they would have called and tried to get help if something had happened to Noah. He further said they didn't really know Noah. The Texas boys didn't, so they had no reason to have beef with Noah. Medical experts have kind of knocked the mirror on a truck theory out of question. They said it wouldn't explain Noah's horrible injuries to his torso, and they said more damage would have been done to his head and he would have had more significant leg injuries had he been hit by a truck mirror or a truck. One doctor did state it was plausible for Noah to have fallen from a vehicle and hit his head. Another question raised, where did Noah die? I've mentioned this. Jack insists that Noah died where he was found and that he wasn't moved from any location and dumped there to try and cover it up. He said so many people are saying he moved after he died. He said it's impossible and that he saw it with his own eyes, the spot on the road where the back of Noah's head hit the ground. He further said there was a tooth at the scene and that his necklace was broken into pieces. Now here is a post that Jack responded to. I believe it was on Facebook. He said, I've done everything I could do to help find out what happened to him. Someone said someone has to know, maybe not knew how he got his head injuries. He had a lot of different injuries all over his body. There has to be accountability. Jack said there definitely has to be accountability. I know obviously he didn't just pass away, but everyone accusing all these kids is just insane. When they say it's not being investigated as murder, they just mean they don't think someone just killed him. Whoever hit him or whatever happened definitely should get full sentence. Whoever hit him, did somebody hit him? Do you know something we don't know? Now, keep in mind the Oklahoma Highway Patrol did state it is not investigating Noah's death as a murder, but that did not rule out manslaughter. However, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation called his death suspicious days after his body was found. I want to go back and show another, I believe this was a Facebook Messenger message by Jack. I want to show y'all something. You see the second line in gray, he wasn't beat him on his face. I shared this post on Facebook, and I'm going to explain it in my video. Have you all ever heard of predictive texting? Well, what that is, it's when after you type so many phrases, your phone starts to guess or predict the word that you're going to put after it. Well, notice how it says he wasn't beat him on his face. beat him. Should have just said he wasn't beaten on his face. But his phone picked up that him should go after it. So has he put beat him in text messages before for it to have guessed that, predicted that? So beat him? Somebody beat him? I'm just bringing something up. I really hope authorities are really looking into and investigating these kids' phones. And I also meant to tell y'all, I have shared a separate video from about 2 weeks ago where I talked about the injuries that Noah had that his autopsy revealed. So if you're interested in knowing those, let me know. I want to say something else I've heard. This is all alleged and just something I've heard. I can't confirm this. But supposedly there were some golf clubs that were at this party and they weren't seen again. And there was a missing golf club the next morning. And it is very plausible to think that possibly a golf club could have killed Noah or somebody with a golf club. So these are just some things I want y'all to think about. Guys, Noah and his family deserve justice and answers. Furthermore, the locals in that town and people in the area deserve it as well. Yes, they deserve to know it, as Noah was well known, well loved by all who knew him from what I've heard. I've heard he was a great kid. And plus, they need to know, is there a killer on the loose? There are several groups on Facebook who have thousands of members discussing this case. And you know, it seems to me that these groups and the people in them are working harder than the authorities. And that's sad. There have been some pretty messy things happen with this case too, like threats and lots of negativity. But for the most part, they have one common goal, and that's to find justice for Noah. His family has stated that this investigation is not just open and shut. They said that there's 40 plus people at this party, or there was 40 plus people at this party, and that's a lot of people to question. But I'll tell you something else I have heard. Allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly with all of this, so many people should have been questioned. And some of the main ones that should have been questioned have not been questioned. What is going on? What is going on? Authorities need to get to work. Investigators need to get to work. This wasn't an accident. We all know that. So who did this? Who exactly is lying and who is telling the truth? Hopefully we will get answers soon. And guys, give me a follow because I will continue to fight for justice for Noah and to try and get answers in this case and to make you all aware of updates. If anybody is interested in talking about this case with me, if you've got information or the family wants to talk, please feel free to message me anytime. I will do whatever I can to help.